It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and for the first time in a long time, I'm quite pleased to see the end of a series of beers that I started. And to be honest, I will be glad to see the back of them. They're from ASDA. I bought 5 beers for £10. That makes it £2 a can. If you wanted to buy the cans singly, they either come in at £3 or £3.50 a can. So it absolutely makes sense to buy 5 cans for £10. I went in with a little bit of trepidation, picked up my 5 cans, thought there was red IPAs, there was IPAs, stouts, all sorts of different styles of beer. And I thought, how are they producing this for £2 a can? How on earth are they producing this for £2 a can? And I've reviewed 4 of the beers so far, and they're 4 of probably the most forgettable beers that I've ever reviewed on the channel. They've been awful. They've been absolutely awful. So the last one, let's just hope, yeah? Because I don't like going into the start of a review so negatively. But let's hope this could be good. It's 8% ABV. And again, already you're asking yourself a question. An 8% Imperial Stout? How are they doing it? How are they getting there for £2 a can? It's in a 440 milliliter can. It's their Truffle Pud Stout. Salt Beer Company. Salt Brewery. When they first went into the supermarket producing Huckaback, it was absolutely stunning. It really was. Huckaback was the beer to beat. It really was. I've had some really, really good beers from Salt after the Huckaback. Some of the single hop series of beers that ASDA were producing were really good. But I'm not sure on this one. If anyone can do it, mine, Salt can. Salt have the capabilities to produce a really good beer at £2 a can as part of that 5 for £10 deal. We got a 2-finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass, so it's looking like an Imperial Stout. Let's get the aroma on the beer then. To be honest with you, I'm quite surprised. The aroma is quite decent. It's got a nice sort of milk chocolate aroma to it. There's some roasted malt in there. But it's all like sort of like a milk chocolatey powder, like a powdered. It smells okay. It does. It really does. There's some roasted malt, aromas of roasted malt in there. It's like chocolate cocoa powder, but it was a sweetie beer anyway. I was picking this up knowing, being called Truffle Pud Stout, it was going to be a right chocolatey one. There's a magpie out there, driving me bonkers. Right, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Best of the bunch so far by a long way. I'm going to press pause a minute blooming cat's by the back door. The magpie's going nuts. I'll be back in a sec. There we go. The magpie was shouting at my cat by the back door. Sorted now. Danger over for the magpie. Cat's not going to eat the magpie babies, eggs, whatever it is, just up in the trees. And the magpie shut up. I don't blame the magpie, for goodness sake. I watched that David Attenborough thing, and cats are not very good for the bird population. Definitely the best of a bad bunch. It's still slightly sweet for me, but on a positive note, it's worth £2. This is definitely worth £2 for a can. Salt have done it. They've managed to produce something at 8% ABV very cheaply. There's a little bit of roasted malt in here. There's quite a bit of sort of what I would call like a Cadbury cocoa powder, hot chocolate powder that's in there. But for £2 a can, I wouldn't expect anything else. But have a look at the conditioning as I rock the beer back and forth. Check out the carbonation rising up and down the side of the glass. It looks great. Absolutely great. Rich, creamy, decadent, good mouthfeel, touch of vanilla, touch of caramel, touch of chocolate, definitely chocolate cocoa powder. Yeah, they've done a good job here. They really have done a good job. There's a little bit of bitterness coming through on the back end from the roasted malt. This is probably a beer that Salt have taken a gamble on and said, look, let's try and brew this at cost. Let's try and get this out at cost. They won't be making much of a profit on this, if any profit. I tell you that for a fact. At £2 a can. Now, I have had some comments in the comments box from my previous videos, and some of you believe that, and you're quite right to have your own opinion, you think the beer should be able to be produced at £2 a can and should be on the shelf at £2 a can. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. As a beer reviewer, as somebody reviews beer every day, what you find is you get a pattern, and that pattern is, of course, price. Once a beer gets below £3 a can, minimum £3, £3.50, you can still get some pretty decent pale ales. You can get some, maybe the odd IPA that'll just cling on to £3.50 a can. But there's so much that goes into these beers. There's so much that goes into these craft beers. Some of them are £5, £6, £7 a can, but they're excellent then. You get to that stage of brewing and it's excellent beer in the can. So for Salt Brewing Company to be able to produce this, it's half decent. It's half decent at £2 a can. It's worth picking up. It's worth picking up, it really is. It's a pretty decent stout for that. 8% ABV, Salt Brewing Company, based in Saltaire in Yorkshire. For the price, it's excellent. It's excellent for the price. It's a 9 out of 10. It really is. If I was taking price out of it, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. But I do believe that you get what you pay for in life, and the review has to reflect that in some way. So 7 if you're buying it as a single can at £3.50, but 9 out of 10 if you were paying £2 if you bought four of the beers to get the 5 for £10. That's my rating. I hope you understand that. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.